Is it fair to say that and we get into the mechanics in a moment, but that this is pretty much as good as it gets when we talk Cartier and when we talk watchmaking in the 20th century?
Absolutely. I think even the size of it, it's very important by its size. And the case obviously is just fit for the timepiece, but they usually come in smaller sizes. So it's very important with this very high stand.
We recently saw one in a showcase and it was maybe 15 to 20 centimeters. So I think one of the reasons why I was blown away, this as a 1920s mystery clock is pretty much one of the most impressive in size of the dial. We'll talk about that in a moment. In size of the central stone, which is why it's called single axis mystery clock. So we're looking here at a solid gold base that I guess is necessary to keep it in place. It is heavy. I mean, literally, it rewards an effort just to lift it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we weighed it.
I think it was 8 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. And the base is with, you mentioned it, turquoise enamel, lapis here, diamond decorations. So it's a very Art Deco-y color scheme, very 20s. Suddenly then we go into something slightly more Chinese, if I may say, with the jade pillar here, this gold motif, and then comes a absolutely mind-boggling dial. Maybe we should quickly show why it's called mystery clock.
I think you're the one to tell us.
Well, it is mystery clock because literally, and we all know that whatever watch you wear at this moment, you have a movement underneath the dial. And in the center, mostly in the center, there's a hole, there's an hour and the minute hand, sometimes a second hand. But here, I don't know if you can see it, I can go with my hand behind it. Benoit, tell me, can you see my hand passing by?
Indeed.
Okay, and now I'll do it for our viewers. So you probably see just something gray, and now look how you can see my hand going by. And that's all good and nothing special because every window I can do that. But here comes the question. So where's the movement that makes the hour and the minute hand work? And you beautifully mentioned that the hour hand is the head of the dragon, the minute hand, normally longer, is the tail, and they do move. Do you both know how it works? Some people thought that there is magnetism involved. Some people thought there is a tiny, tiny movement in the center. But let me turn it around and I can just assure you there's nothing in the center whatsoever. And again, for the good cause of the transparency, can you see the hand again walking by? So there is no movement, which is why it's called mystery clock. The movement is in the base. It's really here and nowhere else. And speaking of the movement, here I'm quite delighted. There is a key that allows us to not only wind it, but set the hands. What's also quite incredible is you discovered that during cataloging, didn't you?
Yes, so it's the original key actually. So the numbers on the key actually match those on the clock. And because we're watch nerds, we love these details. We love it when things match. And I think this was almost the cherry on the cake. So not only does it have a Cartier key, it was the original one. So that was very cool.
So I will be as cautious as possible, but I think our viewers should quickly see this. If I carefully lean it back, you can see here where you wind it and where you set the hands. And with this key, you wind it and then you set the hands. But the question is, how is the energy transmitted when the movement is here and the dial is here? So from the movement here through the green jade column, may I call it, the energy is transmitted. And the hour and the minute hands are mounted on super beautiful transparent rock crystal discs. And the discs outside are teethed like a wheel in a watch movement, in a clock movement. That means basically they're driven here by the energy, the power that is sent upwards from the base. And the transparency is maintained. There is absolutely nothing here, but that's why you never see a completely in space floating mystery dial, because of course it needs the connection, and that's why you usually have these wonderful bezels or frames, because this is where the transparent discs go in extent of the diameter, where they engage with the gears, where the energy for the hours and minute hand is sent up there. What it takes is, of course, ultra transparent material, and these two massive pieces here on both sides are rock crystal. What exactly is rock crystal, and is this something that we have to consider rare and precious, or is it something more commercial? What exactly is rock crystal?
So rock crystal is quartz. So it's like a translucent, transparent quartz. So quartz is obviously not, it's very common in nature, but to have such a pure rock crystal piece of that size, it's really incredible. And it's really very, very difficult nowadays to replace it. So it's really in perfect condition. There is no damage to it, no chips, and really, really pure. As you said, Aurel, we can really see through the stone, and the transparency of these rock crystal discs is really incredible. And the rock crystal at the time was very often carved and polished in Ida Oberstein in Germany, and nowadays it would be almost impossible to replace such important discs.
I have a question.
Oh, go.
So, since both of you have been in this market considerably longer than me, an item like this, it was already on the market 30 years ago. How would an object like this have been seen then? And today, has anything changed, in the way the market perceives these kinds of important clocks?
Who wants to go first?
Please.
I've had the good fortune of offering some amazing Cartier clocks in my last 30 years in the auction business. I can wholeheartedly say that it's been always a fierce fight between actually good colleagues, because the jewelry departments and the watch departments wanted these as literally like the crown jewels in an auction. That item here particularly has been now for over 30 years locked away in a private, super private place. And back over 30 years ago, it was one of 3 items that deserved a catalog by itself, a standalone catalog. I mean, just think of that magnitude. And over 30 years ago, people fiercely competed for it and paid $500,000, give or take, for it. This is, in my view, an item of absolute museum quality. It is an item of pretty much as good as mankind was able to bring crafts and creativity and design and technology together, probably the best of the 20th century. And I think this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to, not just for us to handle it, but for collectors to dare bidding on it. It's so important. Lastly, I think it's Cartier Paris that obviously made this. Is there a secret little hint for the, what do you call them, those who know, in the know, where it was sold? How do we figure that out?
We look at the movement.
We looked at the movement, but
We look at the box.
we looked at the box. And every box, for jewelry, I guess, for watches, has always this sort of holy hallmark of Cartier, where you have here Cartier, and then you have the three main locations that are Paris, London, and New York. And what's really remarkable is that the first one listed is the one where it was sold. And in this instance, it is
London.
London. So we have this made in Paris in the mid-20s and sold probably in the late 20s in London. Think of the world. It was the roaring 20s on one hand, but of course, Black Friday was just there, literally around the corner. And that is as magnificent as mankind could possibly celebrate design, craftsmanship, clockmaking, enameling in all of its facets.